There is a spark of you you've never fully let out. A spark that flickered in childhood before someone told you you're too much, you're too weird. You should tone it down. And so you did. And so this part of you went into hiding. Welcome to the eighth evolutionary pattern of change, or the eighth hexagram in the I Ching. I'll first start with a 5-minute story, the Song of the Hidden Flame. At this point, please close your eyes and visualize the story I am about to share. Once, in a village built of gray stone and practical minds, there lived a girl named Elari. Elari was born under a strange sky. Lightning crackled without thunder, and her first breath was said to carry music. She sang before she spoke, danced before she walked, drew spirals in the dust while others learned to count. And while her mother adored her, the village did not. Too loud, they whispered, too different. She tried to adjust, dressed in brown, hid her singing in the well, gave them what they wanted: silence, sameness, structure. But deep within her chest, a flame pulsed quietly, waiting. One day, a stranger arrived, a traveler with wild eyes and even wilder stories. He saw Ilari and asked simply, "Why are you hiding your fire?" She laughed, nervous. "It scares them." "Of course it does," he said. "It wakes them up." That night, she walked to the edge of the village. No plan, no audience, just the stars. And she sang, a sound so pure it crackled the stones beneath her feet. And the villagers, one by one, woke. Not all came to listen, but some did. And those who stayed, their hearts began to remember their own hidden flame. And Alari, she never sang for approval again. She sang because she could, and her world changed because of it. This eighth pattern of evolutionary change is not about success, image, or being different for the sake of rebellion. It's about style, true style, the kind that comes out from within, that sings without needing to be heard. And yet, this challenge holds one of the deepest fears in human experience, the fear of truly being seen. Because to be seen is to be vulnerable, and this is the shadow we call mediocrity. It isn't about a lack of talent, it's about the suppression of our essence. Those interested in doing deeper personal alchemy and wish to have a means of accelerating an understanding of shadow work. Over the last 3 to 5 years, I have collected a wealth of information from various esoteric systems, namely the I Ching, human design, gene keys, the chakra systems, and astrology, as well as integrating them with the human genetic code. And in this chart, you will find the details of all the different shadows, all the different fears, the specific fears that fuel those specific shadows, all 64, all in relationship to each codon. And in this wheel, you will find 4 legends on each corner because they can't all fit on one corner or one side to make it a nice, evenly balanced square. So here is the statements from each zodiac sign, so you can see. And then we have the legend for each chakra. You'll notice that there are more than 7, and because there are more than 7 because it is including the spleen as a means to detect threats. So there's an intuitional center there. There's also a center of willpower called the thyroid, because when we are born, the thyroid is literally almost, if not as big as our heart. So we have to accommodate that. And on the other side of this, you will also find an understanding of the I Ching hexagram system, the different trigrams, the relationship to the three-dimensional plane, the yin and the yang, and how each of the 6 lines are affiliated with different archetypes, thanks to the human design and or gene key system. And lastly, you will also find the human genetic sequence chart for all the amino acids associated with the human genetic code. But furthermore, you will also find in this chart all the different zodiacs, all 12, mixed with the human design gene key chart. Bear with me, my graphics card is not as fast as other people's on their computer, but you will see all the different fears, all the different shadows, and how they relate to each chakra in those colorful little dots. So you can see how it affects each energy center in the body and how each of them have their own repressive and reactive statements because there are 6 expressions in each challenge. Therefore, you will also find those 6 lines in there, all with their own repressive and reactive statements, their associated dilemmas from that specific shadow, which eventually will clear up, the gift from making the right choices regularly and practicing that gift with its own unique self-empowerment statement. So as you learn to vacate the trapped emotions such as sadness, fear, anger, shame, and guilt, and you will reorient towards true self-alignment and honoring the intuition and inner authority that you possess, it will lead you towards the grace specific to that challenge. So if you would like to learn more about this and or you would like to download this file for your own personal means of translating your specific challenges in the human design system or in the gene key system, it is all there for you. All you have to go is to my website and download this PDF file. It's about 50 megabytes in size. I hope you enjoy this and hope you enjoy this brief glimpse into this massive PDF with all the details about all the specific challenges you'll have in your personal self-realization path. In order to find this PDF, a link will be found down below in the description of the YouTube video. When using that elaborate and vast chart of information, you can use the human design apps found in the App Store on Google Play so that you can choose whichever speaks to you most. And as you choose whichever human design app works best for you, you can then use that towards the chart. So you get your information and your numbers. And then after that, you can use the chart as reference. For example, I use the human design app, which helps me see the specific numbers that I need to see in the top right-hand corner. The red are the unconscious. These are the ones that were imprinted when the soul decided to remain anchored in the body about 90 days before you were born, between the second and the third trimester. The black numbers indicate the conscious, more aware challenges that you know you have in your current life, based on your survival challenges and your adversities currently going on in your life. You can also find that same application in the Human Design App Store for iPhone and or iOS before you start using the chart that you have purchased online. Thank you very much. And if you ever need more information on this and you wanted a free consultation in understanding the current challenges in your life and how it relates to human design, feel free to reach out through the links below. You can also visit thegenekeys.com. There you will also find a different kind of chart. It relates to the same challenges and same numerical sequences as found in the I Ching and Human Design. And there you'll be able to find a free profile link where you can then enter in your personal information in this field and then have a look at your specific gene key profiles and understand your genus sequence, your Venus sequence in opening up your heart, your love sequence, prosperity, and finding inner harmony. Thank you for watching this short introduction into the wheel of evolutionary change and the chart that I've shown you in brief. And hopefully through those apps and through this PDF, you will find a way to decode the challenges you face and understand how to make the best choices for you and everyone you were meant to impact positively in your life. Now back to the shadow work and the evolutionary change in this video. It's what happens when brilliance is dimmed by conditioning, when children trade authenticity for approval, when adults become performers and forget how to play. On a physical level, this shadow exists for a reason. Survival once depended on sameness. In tribal cultures, standing out could mean exile, so we learned to conform. But humanity has evolved. Now, what threatens our collective survival is the absence of soul. Mediocrity numbs the world. It seduces you into silence. It tells you, play it safe. Don't ruffle feathers. Don't be weird. And yet, your soul came here not to survive, but to shine. Spiritually, this specific challenge holds a deep invitation to shift from fear to love, from initiation to originality. Spiritually, this challenge holds a deep invitation to shift from fear to love, from imitation to originality, not through rebellion, but through quiet, sovereign expression. Because when you stop performing and start creating from your own fire, what emerges is not ego, it's the grace of exquisiteness, a radiance that cannot be faked, a vibration that remembers the soul's signature. This is where ascension begins, not by rising above, but by going deeper into the truth of who you are. So if you feel invisible, if you've dulled your light to survive, this isn't a flaw. It's a shadow asking for your attention, because hidden within that fear is the gift of your unique style, your divine signature to be put into motion, not to be copied, not to be compared, but to be embodied. And when style is lived from the inside out, it blossoms into something sacred, the exquisiteness, a refinement of presence that awakens others, not by words, but by simply being. Your originality is your prosperity. Your presence is your purpose, and your courage to express it is your greatest contribution. There is a shadow partner to this. It's its complement, 14th hexagram, and that's in the Scorpio Sagittarian shadow of compromise, the fear of humiliation and the path to bounteousness. So you can see where the fear of expressing yourself and the fear of humiliation feed off each other in the shadow of mediocrity and the shadow of compromise. You can go to that next video if you like and learn more about it and how they both feed off each other, keeping you in the loop of self-compromise. If you like this video and it really hit home for you, subscribe, like it, share with friends, and comment below to this question. Where do you feel like you're hiding a part of your true authenticity and genuine essence that God gave you? If you'd like to reach out and have a one-on-one session with me, my email is down below in the description. You'll also find my website link, as well as other links to free resources that are available for divination systems, emotional intelligence and mastery, and emotional trauma release. All resources are free through those groups, but if you don't feel like joining those groups, you can also visit my website archive so that the links to those resources are available to you anyway. But when it comes to support, consider the groups and consider joining it. It's free. I look forward to providing you more content to help with your shadow work, transmutation process, and the path to your full self-realization in this lifetime. Thank you very much for watching this video in its entirety. God bless you. Namaste, and good life to all of you.